Okay, so let's dive right in. Today we're taking a closer look, a deep dive, you could say, into JFK Airport.
Yeah, JFK John F. Kennedy International, right? A place I'm sure many of us have experienced, but maybe not really thought about too deeply.
Exactly. I mean, we see the departure boards, the crowds, sometimes the chaos. But beyond all that, there's a whole other story to JFK.
Right. A really interesting story, actually. We dug up a bunch of material on it, stuff about its history, how it's evolved, and honestly, some pretty surprising facts. I mean, stuff I had no clue about.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to unpack today, right?
Right.
Like going way beyond just, okay, JFK. It's an airport in New York.
Yeah, because it's way more than that. It's a real landmark, you know? And it has a history that's, well, a bit wild at times, to be honest.
So to start off, I guess,
Right.
The name itself, JFK. We all know it. But that wasn't always the name, was it?
Nope, not at all. Before it was all about JFK, it was actually called Idlewild Airport.
Idlewild. That's so different. Why the name change?
Well, a few reasons, but the big one, obviously, was President Kennedy's assassination in '63. Renaming the airport was a way to honor him, kind of, a lasting tribute.
Makes sense. Big moment in history, and JFK was, all about progress, looking towards the future. So.
Exactly. And it kind of coincided with another big shift, too. The jet age was kicking off, like majorly. And Idlewild, soon to be JFK, was right at the center of it.
I think I read something about the very first transatlantic jet flight taking off from Idlewild, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That was Pan Am, 1958. A Boeing 707 flew straight to Paris. Huge deal at the time. Like suddenly the world felt a lot smaller.
I bet. So speaking of those early days, and I've seen pictures, those terminals were like, wow, super futuristic for the time.
Oh, yeah, they were really going for that cutting edge vibe. Like the Pan Am Worldport, that circular one. Iconic. And then you had the TWA Flight Center designed by Eero Saarinen, this incredible architect. I mean, those buildings were meant to be statements.
Statements about?
About progress, about the jet age, about the future, really. Like, air travel wasn't just about getting from A to B anymore. It was like this whole experience, the symbol of, modern life.
And those buildings really capture that feeling, even today. But of course, things change. Air travel just kept growing, and JFK had to keep up, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, JFK has been through so many renovations and expansions over the years. Like, Terminal 4 that opened in 2001 cost something like $1.4 billion.
Wow. What was that all about?
They needed more space, basically. International travel was booming, so they basically replaced that old international arrivals building with something way bigger, way more modern.
Makes sense. And then there's the size of planes themselves. JFK had to adapt to those super jumbos like the A380. Right?
Oh, yeah, the A380. That was another big moment. JFK was one of the first airports to handle those giants back in 2007, I think. It was a whole thing.
Like what?
They had to reinforce the taxiways, make the gates bigger, even redesign those, passenger bridges to fit that double-decker design. It was a major undertaking.
I can imagine. And speaking of getting around, I mean, anyone who's been to JFK knows getting there and back can be a bit of a journey.
Oh, tell me about it. But actually, they made a big improvement back in 2003. They launched the AirTrain JFK.
Right. That's that rail system, right? Connects to the subway and all that.
Exactly. It was a game changer. Made getting to and from the airport so much easier for passengers, for employees, for everyone.
Okay. So we've covered the history, the growth, the upgrades, all that. But JFK also has a reputation for some, shall we say, interesting incidents. Like stories that go beyond the usual travel tales.
Oh, yeah, for sure. JFK has seen some stuff. I mean, think about the Lufthansa heist back in '78.
Wait, the Lufthansa heist? That was at JFK. I always thought that was like a movie plot or something.
Nope, real deal. Happened right there at JFK. Some guys managed to steal something like $6 million. Cash and jewels from the Lufthansa cargo area.
$6 million. Seriously.
Seriously. And here's the kicker. It's still the biggest cash robbery ever pulled off on U.S. soil.
Wow. Okay, so besides, major heists, what other kind of hidden stories does JFK hold?
Well, how about this? There's a secret softball field hidden somewhere near Federal Circle.
A secret softball field?
Yeah. Apparently, it's just for airport employees and airline staff. Like a little getaway spot in the middle of all the craziness.
That's kind of cool, actually. And then there's the ARK terminal, right? Now, that's a whole different kind of travel experience.
Yeah, the ARK, that's where all the animals go. Like, it's a luxury pet hotel, but for all kinds of creatures. They have climate-controlled spaces, green areas for dogs to run around, even a pool.
No way, a pool for dogs.
Yep, for dogs. And they handle everything, horses, livestock, you name it. It's pretty amazing.
That's wild. It really is a whole world in there. And speaking of wild, I was reading about, get this, a connection between JFK and, well, space travel.
Oh, you mean Bay Runway?
Yeah, Bay Runway.
Yeah.
Apparently it was an emergency landing site for the space shuttle.
That's right. If something went wrong during a launch or re-entry and the shuttle couldn't make it back to Florida, Bay Runway was the backup.
Wow. And it's the second longest runway in the U.S., right?
It is. Huge runway.
Okay, one last thing I wanted to touch on. The TWA Flight Center. That building is just stunning.
Oh, it's a masterpiece. And thankfully, it's been preserved. They turned it into the TWA Hotel back in 2017. Beautiful restoration job.
So glad they did that. It would have been a shame to lose such an iconic piece of architecture. Okay, so beyond all these amazing stories and facts, let's talk about the impact of JFK. I mean, it's not just about travel, right? It's a huge part of the economy, isn't it?
Absolutely. We're talking over 280,000 employees, and it generates something like $51 billion a year in revenue. I mean, that's a massive economic engine.
Huge. And I also read something about JFK, kind of stepping into a more cultural role, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's been a real push to make the terminals more than just places to wait for flights. So they've been bringing in art exhibits, live music, all sorts of cultural events.
That's so cool. So JFK, it's like constantly evolving, always changing, but with this deep, rich history behind it.
Exactly. It's gone from a golf course to a global hub, witnessed some of the biggest moments in aviation history, seen incredible architecture, and some pretty wild stuff, too. It's a real symbol of, human ambition and, well, our constant need to connect.
I like that. It really is more than just an airport, isn't it?
Way more. So I guess the question for our listeners is, what's next for JFK? What do you think the future holds for this place? It's always changing, so I'm sure there are more surprises to come.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's JFK, a deep dive into, well, a whole lot more than
fly across the globe in the most luxurious way possible, without even leaving your couch? Do you imagine gliding from city to city, with stunning aerial views and a captain guiding you every step of the way as a tourist guide? At Dynamic Flights, we turn travel dreams into reality. Our videos offer an immersive first-class flight experience, complete with real-time routes, fascinating commentary, and breathtaking views, all while you relax to the calming sound of jet engines. On this flight, from New York to Singapore, we will cross 5 countries in less than 45 minutes. This will be an amazing flight full of history, facts, and breathtaking landscapes. Take your seat and we wish a great flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I'd like to warmly welcome you aboard the actual longest commercial flight in the world from JFK in New York to Singapore. Over the next 18 hours and 50 minutes, we will cover an incredible distance of 15,350 kilometers. Please sit back, relax, and stay tuned as I'll be sharing important information throughout the flight. We are honored to have you with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. As we progress on our journey to Singapore, I invite you to take a moment to appreciate the significance of the region we are currently passing over. Below us lies one of the most historically rich and geographically stunning areas of North America, the border between the United States and Canada. As we soar high above the landscape, we are now crossing the border between the United States and Canada, specifically over the state of Ontario. The natural boundary here is defined by Lake Ontario, one of the 5 Great Lakes of North America. The easternmost of the Great Lakes is a natural wonder that has played a crucial role in the history, economy, and culture of both the United States and Canada. The lake itself is vast, covering an area of approximately 18,960 square kilometers, and is bounded by the Canadian province of Ontario to the north, and the U.S. state of New York to the south. It serves as a critical link between the Atlantic Ocean and the interior of North America, through the St. Lawrence River, which flows out of the lake's northeastern corner. If you direct your attention to the right side of the aircraft, you'll notice the historic city of Kingston, Ontario, nestled along the northeastern shore of Lake Ontario. Often referred to as the Limestone City due to its many heritage buildings constructed from local limestone, Kingston is a city steeped in history and cultural significance. Kingston was the first capital of the United Province of Canada in 1841, a role it held until 1844. Its strategic location at the junction of Lake Ontario, the St. Lawrence River, and the Rideau Canal made it a crucial military and economic hub. The city is also home to Fort Henry, a 19th century British fortification that has been designated a National Historic Site of Canada. Fort Henry stands as a testament to Kingston's military past and offers a glimpse into the life of soldiers during the 19th century. Kingston is also known for its vibrant cultural scene and is the home of Queen's University, one of Canada's oldest and most prestigious educational institutions, established in 1841. Thank you for your attention, and we will continue to update you on the progress of our flight. continue our journey towards Singapore, we find ourselves entering the vast and rugged landscape of Manitoba, one of Canada's prairie provinces. Below us, the land stretches out in all directions, a tapestry of forests, lakes, and rivers that gradually gives way to the cold, expansive waters of Hudson Bay. As we approach the northeastern edge of Manitoba, we are nearing the shores of Hudson Bay. This immense inland sea, stretching over 1.2 million square kilometers, is one of the most remote and untamed regions in the world. Named after the English explorer Henry Hudson, who first sailed into these waters in 1610, Hudson Bay has long been a gateway to the Canadian North and a vital part of the country's history. The bay's frigid waters are ice-covered for much of the year, and its shores are sparsely populated, primarily by indigenous communities who have lived in harmony with this harsh environment for millennia. The area around the bay is known for its subarctic climate, where temperatures can plummet to extreme lows during the long winter months. Despite these challenges, the Hudson Bay region is home to an astonishing array of wildlife, including polar bears, beluga whales, and migratory birds. If we could look far below the aircraft to the northeastern edge of Manitoba, we would find the small town of Churchill, nestled on the western shore of Hudson Bay. Churchill is often referred to as the polar bear capital of the world due to the large number of polar bears that migrate through the area each year. In fact, Churchill is one of the few human settlements where polar bears can be seen wandering the streets, especially during the autumn months when they wait for the sea ice to form on Hudson Bay. Churchill is also a prime location for viewing the northern lights, or aurora borealis, thanks to its location under the auroral oval. The town's remote location and lack of light pollution make it one of the best places in the world to witness this natural phenomenon, where the night sky is illuminated by vibrant waves of green, purple, and red light. Despite its small size and isolation, Churchill has a rich history. It was originally established as a trading post by the Hudson's Bay Company in the early 18th century and later became a strategic military outpost during World War II. Today, Churchill is a hub for ecotourism, attracting visitors from around the world who come to experience the unique wildlife and natural beauty of this remote region. Thank you for your attention, and we will continue to update you on the progress of our flight. As our journey continues, we are now approaching one of the most remote and least populated regions in the world, the northeastern territories of Canada. Below us, the landscape transforms dramatically, as we leave the familiar terrain of Manitoba behind and enter the vast, untamed wilderness of Canada's Arctic. These territories cover an immense area, larger than many countries, yet they are home to only a small population, primarily made up of indigenous peoples, including the Inuit, Dene, and Inuvialuit. These communities have lived here for thousands of years, developing unique cultures and ways of life that are deeply intertwined with the land and its cycles. It's important to acknowledge the environmental challenges facing this region. The Arctic is warming at twice the rate of the global average, leading to significant changes in the landscape and ecosystem. Sea ice is melting, permafrost is thawing, and wildlife habitats are being disrupted. I encourage you to reflect on the importance of this region, not just as a remote and distant land, but as a vital part of our planet's natural and cultural heritage. Thank you for your attention, and we look forward to continuing this journey with you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. As we traverse the skies on our way to Singapore, we are now specifically entering the majestic and rugged state of Alaska. This vast and untamed land, often referred to as the last frontier, is renowned for its dramatic landscapes, rich history, and natural beauty. Alaska, the largest and least densely populated state in the U.S., is a region of immense natural grandeur and cultural significance. Covering over 1.7 million square kilometers, Alaska is home to towering mountain ranges, vast glaciers, expansive tundra, and an extensive coastline. It is a land where the forces of nature are both awe-inspiring and humbling. Alaska's nickname, the Last Frontier, reflects its historical role as the final piece in the American expansion puzzle. Alaska's story began in 1867, when the United States, under Secretary of State William H. Seward, purchased the territory from Russia for $7.2 million, or roughly 2 cents per acre. This acquisition, known as the Alaska Purchase, was initially criticized by some as Seward's folly due to the perceived lack of value in the frozen land. However, this purchase proved to be a stroke of genius. The discovery of gold in the Klondike region in the late 19th century, followed by the discovery of oil in the 20th century, transformed Alaska into a land of great economic importance. The discovery of oil in Prudhoe Bay in 1968 and the subsequent construction of the Trans-Alaska Pipeline, completed in 1977, brought significant economic benefits to the state and underscored the value of the Alaska Purchase. Alaska is home to some of the most spectacular natural wonders in North America, including Denali, the highest peak in the U.S., standing at 6.190 meters. The state is also renowned for its extensive glacial systems, including the Harding Icefield and the Columbia Glacier. These glaciers are vital components of Alaska's ecosystem, feeding numerous rivers and providing habitat for a diverse range of wildlife. Once again, thanks you for your attention, and we will continue to keep you informed as we progress on our flight to Singapore. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your journey with us aboard Singapore Airlines. Thank you for your attention, and we will continue to update you on the progress of our flight. approaching a truly remote and intriguing location, St. Lawrence Island. Situated in the Bering Sea, between Alaska and Siberia, this island is a fascinating piece of the Arctic frontier that holds a unique place in both historical and cultural contexts. St. Lawrence Island, which is approximately 1,300 square miles in size, is a remote island situated in the Bering Sea, about 40 miles off the coast of Alaska. The island is part of the United States and falls under the jurisdiction of Alaska, specifically within the Aleutians West Census area. It lies at the edge of the Bering Strait, a critical geographical point that separates North America from Asia. During World War II, St. Lawrence Island played a role in the defense of the North American continent. The strategic importance of the Bering Sea and the proximity of the island to the Soviet Union made it a key location for military operations and reconnaissance. The U.S. military established a presence on St. Lawrence Island during the war, using it as a base for monitoring and patrolling the Bering Sea. The island's remote location made it an ideal spot for monitoring potential threats and securing the Arctic front. Thank you for your attention, and we will keep you updated as we proceed on our flight to Singapore. This is your captain speaking. We are now crossing a significant geographical feature, the Bering Sea. This vast and often icy expanse has played a critical role in history, exploration, and environmental science. The Bering Sea is renowned for its rich marine resources. The fisheries in the region are among the most productive globally, providing critical resources such as pollock, cod, and crab. These fisheries support significant economic activity and local communities. Thank you for your attention, and we will keep you updated as we proceed on our flight to Singapore. Comprising 4 main islands, Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku, Japan is a country rich in history, culture, and technological advancement. Tokyo, the capital of Japan, is not only a political and economic powerhouse but also a cultural epicenter that attracts millions of visitors each year. The cityscape is a striking contrast of sleek skyscrapers, traditional temples, and serene parks, reflecting Tokyo's ability to harmonize the old with the new. The successful organization of the Olympics, despite the challenges, was a symbol of hope and recovery in a time of global uncertainty. Looking ahead, the future of Tokyo. As we fly over Tokyo and continue our journey towards Singapore, it is clear that this city embodies the dynamic interplay between tradition and modernity. Tokyo's ability to blend its historical roots with cutting-edge innovation makes it a fascinating and influential part of the world. Thank you for your attention as we enjoy the view of Tokyo. We will keep you updated as we progress on our flight. crossing the South China Sea, an area rich in maritime history and geopolitical significance. In the coming moments, we will also pass over two important islands at the edge of Japanese territory, Okinawa and Miyakojima. The South China Sea, a maritime crossroads. The South China Sea, spanning approximately 3.5 million square kilometers, is one of the world's most strategically significant and contested maritime regions. It connects the Pacific Ocean to the Indian Ocean and serves as a crucial conduit for international trade. More than one-third of global maritime trade passes through these waters, making it a vital artery for the world's economy. Geopolitical significance, territorial disputes. In contemporary times, the South China Sea has been a focal point of geopolitical tension. centered around sovereignty over various islands and maritime features, as well as access to natural resources such as oil and gas reserves. The sea is home to several important island groups, including the Spratly Islands and the Paracel Islands. The strategic importance of these islands has led to a complex web of diplomatic negotiations and confrontations. The presence of military installations and ongoing naval patrols reflect the sea's critical role in regional security dynamics. Okinawa, a strategic island in the Pacific. As we fly over the South China Sea, we will approach Okinawa, a significant island in the Ryukyu archipelago. Okinawa is located approximately halfway between Japan and Taiwan and has played a crucial role in regional history. Okinawa is perhaps best known for the Battle of Okinawa, one of the largest and bloodiest battles of the Pacific Theater during World War II. The battle, which took place from April to June 1945, was a decisive confrontation between Allied forces and the Japanese Imperial Army. The intense fighting resulted in substantial casualties on both sides and significant damage to the island. The battle marked a turning point in the war, contributing to the eventual Allied victory in the Pacific. The legacy of the battle is still evident in Okinawa today, with numerous memorials and museums dedicated to the history and impact of the conflict. Thank you for your attention, and we will keep you updated as we progress on our flight. This is your captain speaking again. Continuing our flight, we now approach Miyakojima, another important island in the Ryukyu archipelago. Miyakojima is located to the south of Okinawa and serves as a gateway to the southern Ryukyus. Natural wonders and tourism. Miyakojima is celebrated for its stunning natural landscapes, including pristine beaches, clear turquoise waters, and diverse marine life. The island is a popular destination for snorkeling, diving, and other water activities. Its coral reefs are some of the most beautiful in Japan. The island's scenic beauty and relaxed atmosphere make it a favorite spot for those seeking a tranquil escape from the busier areas of Japan. Miyakojima's traditional Okinawan culture and warm hospitality further enhance its appeal as a tourist destination. Thank you for your attention as we enjoy the view over these fascinating islands. We will keep you updated as we progress on our flight. rugged mountains to lush valleys and stunning coastlines. Taiwan's rich cultural heritage, combined with its vibrant modern economy, makes it a unique and fascinating destination. Our flight path will take us over one of Taiwan's most picturesque landmarks, Eluanbai Cape. This scenic spot, located at the southern tip of Taiwan, offers a striking contrast to the bustling urban landscapes we have previously encountered. Eluanbai Cape, also known as the Light of Taiwan, is located in the southernmost part of the island, near the town of Hangzhou. This picturesque cape is renowned for its dramatic coastal scenery and historical significance. The area is part of the Kenting National Park, a popular destination for both locals and tourists seeking to experience Taiwan's natural beauty. Historical significance: the Eluanbai Lighthouse. One of the most prominent features of Eluanbai Cape is the Eluanbai Lighthouse. Completed in 1883 during the Qing dynasty, the lighthouse has played a crucial role in guiding ships through the treacherous waters of the Taiwan Strait. Thank you for your attention as we enjoy the view of Eluanbai Cape. We will keep you updated as we progress on our flight. captain speaking. As we cross into Malaysian airspace, our path will take us over Pulau Tinggi, an island that marks our entry into Malaysia. Malaysia, located in Southeast Asia, is a country known for its rich cultural heritage, diverse ethnic groups, and stunning natural landscapes. Pulau Tinggi, translating to Tall Island in Malay, is one of the islands situated off the eastern coast of peninsular Malaysia. It is part of the Johor Archipelago, a group of islands in the South China Sea. Pulau Tinggi is known for its natural beauty and serene environment, making it a notable location as we enter Malaysian airspace. The island is characterized by lush tropical forests, pristine beaches, and clear waters. As we approach the final destination of our journey, I am pleased to announce that we will soon be arriving at one of the most modern and impressive airports in the world, Kuala Lumpur International Airport. Kuala Lumpur International Airport is not just a transportation hub but a symbol of Malaysia's progress and commitment to excellence in aviation. Located approximately 50 kilometers south of Kuala Lumpur, the airport serves as a major gateway to Southeast Asia and beyond. KLIA's design is a testament to architectural innovation and modern engineering. The airport features a sleek, futuristic design with spacious terminals, high ceilings, and abundant natural light. The main terminal, known as KLIA Main Terminal, is characterized by its open layout and elegant design, creating a welcoming and comfortable environment. As we approach our final destination, I would like to say that it has been a pleasure having you on board.